Hello, everyone. Welcome to my first podcast ever. I am Baes, and if you're not here from my Instagram, if you've just stumbled upon me, this podcast is going to be about solutions for humanity because there's a lot of problems in this world, and it's up to us to fix it, guys. No one's coming to save us. So that's what this podcast is about. So if you're here to learn how to make solutions on making this world a better place, then great. If you don't care about that shit, then you can just, I guess, stop listening. I am Baes, like I said. We'll just leave it at that. I'm from Ontario, Canada, the Toronto area, in like one of the cities, Mississauga, that's near Toronto. And I am just seeing a lot of shit going on in the world, a lot of crap. And so this is my attempt to try to be a change, because we are the change, guys. If you've been on my Instagram, you see my hashtags. We are the change and we are the power, because people don't understand the true power we hold inside ourselves, what we can really create if we had the chance, if we were given freedom to explore our creativity and make everything, not everything in our imaginations, but close to it, anything you really want to give your effort to, nothing would be in your way, as far as like financial or licenses or like asking permission, it would just be like, you want to make something, you make it, and it would be easy. A lot of people can't envision a world like that. A lot of people call it like a hippie life. Oh, you want to be a tree hugger or whatever, but it's not really even about being like a tree hugger. I mean, it is but it isn't. It's just that we've been so deceived by everything. It's all a facade, and nothing in this world in the system that we've created, or not created, but allowed to create, to manifest on its own with like the help of, psychopathic federal bankers and government system. But it's destroying the world. Like, anybody can see it. Anyone with eyes, even somebody without eyes, could know that the world is being destroyed. Animals are going extinct, and there's chemtrails every week, at least here. And a lot of people don't even believe in chemtrails, but I mean, come on, guys, wake up. They're not up there just having a good old time, like driving around. And if it was the contrails that people think it is, those things disappear pretty quickly. Maybe less than a minute, those things disappear. I have a video of showing the difference. There was a chemtrail plane and a contrail plane both flying at the same time, and the contrails disappear very quickly, and the chemtrail planes, oh boy, those lines are up there, and then they disperse it, and you can see it makes like chemical clouds. Like, you can see it actually falling too. It's just like gray kind of dust falling very slowly out of the sky. It's pretty gross. But those things are for people to research on their own. This podcast is going to be focusing on solutions. How do we change things? And I'm not saying I have the answers for like getting rid of chemtrails or like the 5G towers, or I don't have all the solutions, but I'm here to connect people. Let's connect. Let's bring our knowledge together. Let's bring our power together, and let's create something where we don't rely on systems. Let's create a community where we have our own. Let's create our own healthcare system. Let's create our own food system. Let's create our own whatever system, like education system. Let's teach each other. Let's stop relying on the government. We do not need it. We're all adults. And you know what? When I was studying the law, and it just goes to show the government is treating us like we are children, and it's because we act like children. We're so taken care of. Like, we can go to the store and buy whatever the fuck we want, whenever the fuck we want to buy it, as long as you got the money. And it's so easy. Like, you can just go do it. Like I said, as long as you got the money. But if you don't have the money, where are you at? And jobs are getting more scarce, and jobs aren't even paying enough to do anything. If you are getting paid enough to do anything, you're strapped to like a desk for the majority of your days, and then by the time you get home and you cook yourself some dinner, or you go buy yourself dinner and chill out for like 2 minutes, it's like time to sleep, because you got to go back and do it again tomorrow. And how many people do that for like 40, 50, 60 years? Like, my mom has been working forever. My dad has been working forever, and it baffles me. Like, how can you be in this robotic life? Like, that would just absolutely drive me crazy. I couldn't be that person. And I've talked to my neighbor, and she says like she could never own a business, and like she likes working even though she has to work overnight, and she, like, every time I see her, she looks like she's about to die, because she's just so tired, because she has 2 kids, and so her husband works during the day and she works overnight. And so when does she see her husband? Never. And they just accept this as life. This is totally absurd that people accept this, that you're gonna spend the majority of your life at some workplace. It's total absurdity. I don't know, people, wake up. Wake up. But yeah, as I said before, I'm here for the solutions, and I want to make something happen. I believe we can all, make something happen. It all starts with changing. Stop drinking stuff that comes in bottles. Make your own juice. Buy a juicer and start making your own juice, and you'll feel 100% better, and it's way healthier for you. So, and it won't pollute the earth. And just be more aware of what you're buying. Stop buying a bunch of junk that you don't need. Buy clothing that's made out of 100% organic cotton or hemp or whatever else is out there that's biodegradable. There's like many things we can do on an individual level and as a group. And there's also cryptocurrency that's, kind of a new thing. And, a lot of people don't really understand it. And they just think that, like, oh my God, if it goes to cashless society, then we're going to be fucking screwed. Well, yeah, we could be fucking screwed, but right now is our chance to get ahead of the game and develop our own cash, our own society, because we have the chance. It's free open source software. Anyone can pretty much make their own community and their own coins and just start trading within the community. If we keep all our money within a community circulating, and we're all buying from each other, all we're going to do is build up, because we're only going to invite money in and not distribute the money out of our society, by creating stores that we can shop from, by creating healthcare systems we can go to, by creating education for our kids, all within our own system that have just basic fundamental rules, that we don't kill each other and we don't disrespect each other, basic humanity, without having, to be threatened by police officers and threatened by, losing your home, threatened by all these things that destroy lives and actually keep society back from growing, keep us from evolving through our true nature. Like, society's been on a pause, and they're just holding us at this pause and trying their best to hold us at this pause with, like, the federal banks and all the interest that they charge on the money we borrow. They create the money, and they're charging us interest on money that they've created for us. So, and we're not allowed to create the money. We're not allowed to print it. So where are we getting the extra interest? It's all like a game, and we're like trying to grasp from each other, and they're hoarding a whole bunch of money on top of that. So we only have this little pool of money to, like, grab from each other to try to pay back all this interest on loans and other debt, which is never even possible. And we're just going around in this circle, and it doesn't even make sense. I look at all these houses. There's millions of houses, millions of homes. How many people own those, like, paid in full? Probably not even 50%. The majority of people are basically renting because they don't even own their home yet. They're still paying a mortgage. So the minute you lose your job and you can't pay your mortgage, like, you better find the money to pay your mortgage, because then they'll come take it from your house from you. No problem. Like, doesn't matter if you have nowhere to go. The system we're in is very ruthless, and it's not sustainable, and we don't have to accept it. We're in this day and age where we don't need to accept these kind of things. Like, we are grown-ups. We gotta act like it. We need to let the government know, like, hey, I understand, what's going on now. And, it took me a while to figure it out, but I figured it out, and I've grown up now, so I can handle myself, I don't need you anymore, Daddy. Thanks for the kind of help, or whatever you want to call whatever you did, but don't need you anymore. Because you don't need the government anymore. All they're doing is holding us back with fines and fees and lines, and, like, how many times are you in a line in your life? Like, how much of your life is spent at work? How much of your life is spent in a line, like, at the DMV? Like, here it's the Ministry of Transportation, Service Ontario. How long are you waiting to pay, you have to take time out of your day, which is your working day, to go pay fees, to ask them permission to go on the road, to ask them permission to buy a dog, to ask them permission to go fishing, to ask them permission to drive your boat. And okay, I understand that systems need to be set in place so that, people aren't psychopathic and do like psychopathic shit. But those things don't need to cost money, like, or at least not the kind of money they're charging. We're being extorted for our simple human rights, and anyone that thinks that we shouldn't be allowed to drive unless we have a permit is crazy. Like, who owns this land? Who owns the land? And I have actually a blog I'm going to post, Who Owns the World. That's going to be my first blog post, to get people thinking about who owns you. Why do we all act like we're owned sheep or cattle or whatever? Like, we act like there is some, like, psychopathic society, like, holding us back from achieving things in life, and it's utterly disgusting and ridiculous. The times are changing, guys. Like, wake up. We can build our own stuff now. We don't need the government. Like, if we're needing something, we raise the money and we create a business together where we use the profits for our community. It's actually pretty simple if people communicate and get together and actually try to make the change. So that's my podcast. Like, that's what I hope to achieve, is to get people together and creating ways to change what's happening in the world, because we can't sit by and wait and hope and pray thoughts and prayers. Like, it's just not gonna happen that way. I mean, thoughts do help you, but in the end, ultimately, it's your actions that will take you where you need to go. Thoughts are good to make sure that your actions are gonna, not make sure, but to help you find the right path, because you can think it through before you act on something. But once you've thought it through, then your actions are what helps the manifestation of, things. So, I don't know how long I should keep this podcast. I don't know how long people will want to listen to me go on. But it's going to be every day, and it's going to be like a different topic every day. Just about my own changes that I've made in my life recently. And this year has been a real eye-opener for me. It's been a real change. I haven't always been like so want to like be such an activist, I guess. This is kind of new for me. I've always told people I don't believe in the system and fuck the government, fuck the police, but I never really took the time to dig into the law and dig into too many things. I knew shit was fucked up, but I never took the time to really dig in. And this year I've been digging in, and man, the rabbit hole is real. The matrix is real. There's a lot going on in this world, and a lot of people don't even see it. A lot of people around me have like no clue really about what's going on in the world, and they don't understand money or the system. It's just all like, okay, well, I gotta make money and I gotta spend money. Gotta make money, gotta spend money. That's pretty much like the gist of it. And when you dig a little deeper, you find out that we're being so deceived, especially like when it comes to what we're entitled to, and the way that they've brainwashed us, the system essentially, and the way they're teaching us to grow up and live is absolutely wrong. When it comes to the law, like Canada and the U.S. have obligations. They committed, like the Queen, she swore an oath to like protect our natural rights, and natural rights aren't rights that are given to us, made by like any man. It's rights made by natural law, like you don't kill, you don't steal, things that if you're a human being like a conscious human being, you understand certain things you don't do. And we're here to respect each other and respect nature, and that's how we should live. And it's not about being a hippie, it's just about evolution. That's how we're supposed to evolve, if we can cooperate and build systems where it's not about the money, it's about the evolution. And not everyone has to be a creator or an inventor or a business owner, but they could help their family. They can, maybe they have a family member that's, a genius, and I'm sure the family member wouldn't mind having helpers, to help them evolve. And you're only gonna be helping yourself, because if you help your family's gonna want to help you in the end. And that's just the way it works. Your family, your neighbor. It's just about cooperation rather than money. If we can cooperate more, then we don't really need money. Like, money will only be for the extra things that you want, not for a home, not for your food, not for your clothing, not even for your internet, because internet is like necessary these days. And not to be like a junkie on like Cardi B or whatever, but like to learn. I mean, there's so many people that teach for free online, and yeah, if you want to learn for free, you have to sift through like the junk, the spam, like the people that are trying to get your money. But I mean, not like nothing's free in life. So I mean, if you want to not pay with physical money, then you work more with your mind, with your hands, and that's the way you get by. But if you want to put in like money into your career, into learning, you can learn a lot from people by actually paying for programs that people create themselves, and they're professionals. They're some are masters of what they do, and a lot of people out there can help you. A lot of programs are good. It's just finding them and being careful where you spend your money. But that's the ultimate thing, is being more aware. Be aware of who you're giving your money to. What companies are you giving your money to? Research your stuff before you just go out there. Like, stop living so like I shouldn't say freely, but freely with accepting corporations, just shopping at these big box corporation stores, corporate stores, and it's not helping the community. The money's not going back to the community. The wages that are paid at these places are bullshit. So that doesn't help the community. And the profits don't go into the community either, because most of these places like Walmart and Amazon don't even have bank accounts in Canada or the US. Their shit is offshore, tax free. They don't pay shit. So we're all being duped. Everything is a facade. Everything is fake. And we need to change it. There's no more time to just be accepting it. There's no more time to vote, guys. Like, if you're gonna vote for yourself, vote for your friends, and vote for your family in your own little community. You can make a cryptocurrency and start trading within yourselves, and that's exactly what I plan to do. I will start my own community. It won't be my community. Like, it will just be a community for human beings that want to have freedom, financial freedom. Like, it's not going to be about making you rich. It's going to be about creating a system where food is grown sustainably and organic, because we need that. That's the number one. We need free organic food, and we can create that system, and we can create tokens, and we volunteer to create our own grocery store from the ground. It's like earth. We grow it and we pick it and we eat it. Simple. It's just taking steps towards the future, taking steps to your own stability, taking steps to taking charge of your own life. We all can do it, and maybe we just need to find a way to get together to do it, to make it happen. So here it is, guys. Here's your chance. Reach out to me. You can DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is Baes. It's Earth with a S and BAE all together, Baes. And I'm gonna have a website up soon, and I don't know, just watch my posts on Instagram. That's the best place right now. I have Steam it, but I haven't posted anything on there yet, but my blogs will be going on there. Like I said, I have a blog I'm gonna post this week called Who Owns the World, because a lot of people don't know, a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people will say nobody owns the world, or like our government owns the world, and both answers are right. But if you read my blog, you'll see it goes like more in depth on what's going on, and maybe you'll think differently about life, the way your perspective after reading it. Maybe not, I don't know, but whatever. Read it, don't read it, I don't care, doesn't matter. Just do whatever the fuck you want to do. Just don't kill anyone, don't disrespect anyone. That's it. So I'm gonna have a nightly podcast, and check me out on Instagram, Steam It. Both are under Earth's Bay. Let's get changing the world, guys. We are the change. Be the change. We are the power. Be the power. Because we have it. We have so much inside of us. We have so much that we can do. More than just working a job. Think about it. We have, we're a soul inside of, like, cells that are created from light. So, I mean, you think souls that are made of cells created by light are supposed to be sitting at a job every day? Come on, people, wake up. The trees come out of the ground from a fucking seed that's smaller than my fingernail. And where does it come from? The earth. It grows out like magic. Like, we're literally magic. We are literally magic, and we're suppressing it because we don't understand. We don't understand our bodies. We don't understand the world. We don't understand the basic things about us, the creation, and we're all destroying it every day, buying water bottles, plastic water bottles, buying garbage food made from GMO seeds, buying non-organic food. We're all participating, and we need to stop. It's important. People don't understand the importance of organic food, but I'm gonna have a blog post about that too. Have a podcast because it's important, and we need to understand why. People need to understand why. It's all a part of one system. The soil is a part of our system. You kill the soil, what can it grow for us? Nothing. And we don't understand that, like, these things that just, grow for us won't always grow for us if we destroy it. It's because somebody else does it. You're not making your food. Somebody else does it, so you have no idea. But it's time to wake up, people. We are the change, and we are the power. So I'm out till the next one. I don't know how long I should make these things. 30 minutes I think is cool. I'm at 32 minutes. So yeah, until tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do like a live one too, so that people can ask questions or make comments. So send me your questions and comments. DM me, email me. Actually, just DM me on Instagram for now, because I don't know what email I have set up for Earth's Bay. Yeah, so be the change. We are the change. We are the power. Peace out, guys.